Hello, everyone. Honestly, there are some people that you will see, and you will not blame the people who are always saying that people either speak because they want appointment or they want something or one thing or the other. You see people that are all over the place, and you're just looking at them, you're wondering, what the heck is wrong with you? Oh, very, very cool, very. Oh my goodness. What will somebody do other than laugh? Eh? Ah, very cool. When you see matter we don't just get head. We just do anyhow. You will just have to very quiver it. It's Daniel Bwala once again. Daniel Bwala is there running his mouth. So irritating. When you see people like him, it's really, Lord have mercy. It's crazy. Just listening to this on Parallel Facts, he talks about the fact that rights of Nigerians are protected. According to Daniel Bwala, journalists don't have immunity, says Daniel Bwala, despite series of arrests of media professionals. One of the things I always think about, even if you're not going to speak on issues the way they are, you're not going to say the truth. Why don't you just keep quiet? But again, I realize that not everybody has the luxury to keep quiet or be able to say things the way they are. For some people, they have to be seen to be defending, a government because of whatever it is that they are looking for. He has said, I think I've seen a place where he reported how he is ready to serve in whatever capacity that the former governor of Lagos, Bwala Ahmed Tinubu, gives him to serve and all of that. So, of course, he will want to talk and be there in the news so that they will see that, oh, he's actually playing ball. From someone who just like less than 2 years ago was talking about the fact that there is nothing that Tinubu has to offer to Nigeria and all of that. And all of a sudden, being a place where he's constantly defending him, even at the detriment of societal good, at the detriment of even his own character, his own integrity, his own person. Well, anyway, maybe there are certain things that for him are more important than his character and his integrity. But when you see people talking about it, and this kind of statements are actually very dangerous in the sense that a lot of journalists are being attacked. Journalists have been attacked within during this Tinubu's illegitimate administration and the things that he's doing. A lot of investigative journalists have been arrested, and you're wondering, what is it that Tinubu is hiding? I've asked that question before. What is it that Tinubu is hiding? What are the things that he's going to do, the atrocious things that he's going to do in the future that he knows that investigative journalists are going to be the ones, to report them, that he doesn't want to report them? Pedro, has been abducted. He's In short, the manner in which he was taken away, it's absolutely, how do I put it now? So disgusting, so heartbreaking and heart wrenching. Even terrorists aren't treated that way. Why don't it yet a citizen that whose crime is just because he investigates and brings to public knowledge the wrongdoing of the society, in the society and within government, that is being done by government? And here we have Daniel Bwala, a former spokesman for Atiku Abubakar 2023 presidential campaign, has expressed his support for the arrest of journalists and media professionals under Chief Bola Tinubu's illegitimate administration. Bwala emphasized that journalists involved in criminal activities do not have immunity and can be lawfully apprehended by security agencies. I mean, this is being so disingenuous. Of These journalists, when did investigative journalism become a crime? When did showing the corruption that are happening within the government or government parastatal or institutions or organization, when did that become a crime? Why is the corruption itself not a crime? Why is the report of the corruption that it's a crime? So what it is that, Daniel Bwala is talking about, that people who have committed, journalists that have committed crimes can be arrested and all of that. These are not journalists that have committed crime. This is Tinubu going after journalists, oppressing their rights and just turning Nigeria into a banana republic and arresting people just in a way to silence them, not to report all the wrongdoings that are happening, that are under his watch in an office that he is illegitimately occupying. Bwala emphasized that journalists involved in criminal activities do not have immunity and can be lawfully apprehended by security agencies. During an interview on Channels Politics Today, Bwala, who has become a vocal supporter of Tinubu, stated that the current administration opposes the rights of Nigerians, including the right to free speech. He noted that while many critics of the government are freely expressing their views, those involved in criminal activities must face legal consequences, according to Bwala. Bwala also stated, I will make bold to say that we are making appreciable progress with respect to free speech, and I can count nothing less than 5 prominent critics of this government who are working freely. Are they not supposed to work freely? What the heck is wrong with this person? This is supposed to be a lawyer, so he can count five. Okay, after you count five, there are also five who have been arrested, apprehended, who because of one thing they have said or the other, they are in jail. There are also another five whom, because of the journalistic work that they have done, the expose that they have brought out, they are not working freely. They have been arrested. They have been made to go through inhumane, treatment. Some, even those that later were released, their passports are being held by government. So what is he talking about? Bwala also say for those who are arrested, you have to deal with it on a case-by-case basis, because even if you are a journalist, if you are involved in a crime, you don't have immunity. That's the point. Even if you're a lawyer or a journalist, if you're involved in a crime, you don't have immunity. Oh, Lord have mercy. How do these people live with themselves? But I'm sure they have to shred everything that's human in them for them to be all be able to do. And these are the kind of things that Tinubu they see and things that everybody is a slave to whatever it is that he's dangling before them. Bwala's comment come amidst growing concerns about the treatment of investigative journalists under Tinubu's illegitimate administration. There have been reports of security agents arbitrarily arresting and detaining journalists for extended periods with their families often unaware of their whereabouts until civil society groups and pro-democracy activists intervene. However, Bwala maintained that journalists who believe they have been unlawfully detained should seek redress through the courts. Yeah, they know the courts now, the courts that will waste your time again and again and again, and so they always tell you go to court. But don't worry, judicially might be under your thumb today, tomorrow it wouldn't be that way. The other thing is that we have the courts to preserve the rights of the Nigerian people. If you're unlawfully detained or unlawfully arrested, you can approach the court for the enforcement of your fundamental human rights. Unless someone comes with a contrary report, I for one believe that under this administration of Bola, illegitimate administration, by the way, of Bola Tinubu, the rights of the Nigerian people are protected. Hey, let me stop here and just add that school fees will not pay itself.